Hi everyone, how are you today? Today I'd like to talk about some of my favorite makeup products that are high-end. Now when I say they're my favorite makeup product high-end, it doesn't mean they're my favorite makeup product. But I'm going to cut these up in separate videos, so I figured the first one I would do would be my favorite high-end makeup products. And I wanted to start with first of all, we'll start with foundation. I would do primer, but in all honesty, I don't use primer. And the only one I have is drugstore, so I will feature that in my favorite drugstore makeup products. So I'll start with foundation. And my favorite foundation, high-end, would be the MAC Mineralize Moisture Foundation, Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I love this. Truly, it's just great for dry skin. Even anymore, now that I have a Clarisonic Mia 2, I've had one for the past, I think I've had going on almost 2 years now. It has changed my life when it comes to dry skin. It really has. But this helps keep moisture in, and this is an NW25. And then my second favorite high-end makeup, which I've only had this a couple of months. I may have featured it in a video with a haul when I received it. It's IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better CC Plus Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream. It's great coverage. I think the coverage is great. It says full coverage. I would say probably medium to full coverage, which works great for me. I love it. This is in the shade medium, and I think it's awesome. I love this stuff. I'm so glad I went ahead and got it. Those are really my only two favorite high-end foundations, because to be quite honest with you, that's all I've ever tried that's high-end. I would like to try the Makeup Forever. I've heard a lot of good things about that. That's the main one I would really like to try next. And the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation. I really think I would like that. So moving on, let's do concealers, which mine is basically the same. I have tried the NARS Creamy Concealer before, and I think I had it in Custard. It was okay. I got it lighter just for my under eyes, and I don't know why they call it creamy, because it's not. It wasn't drying, but it just wasn't, I don't know, it had a doe foot applicator, and I don't know if it was just one that I received, but it was hard. I mean, it was rough. I know they're not supposed to be really soft and spongy, but I mean, it actually irritated my eyes putting it on. I mean, I would try to be very careful. It was rough, but it was okay. I didn't repurchase it when I ran out, but my absolute favorite right now for high-end is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. And for my under eyes, I have it in NW20, which everyone usually talks about this, has tried it at some point or another. And I just got this because I went to MAC a few months ago and I wanted to get it, and the guy told me he was getting me in the NW20. I get home and it was NW25, which is what my foundation is. So I thought, well, I just went ahead and kept it. I can make it work, and I'll use it for like spot concealing and stuff like that, because the stuff is really good. As far as any other high-ends, those are the only high-ends I've tried, is the MAC. I've also tried the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Concealer, which is great. It's creamy. It's great. So I've tried the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, the MAC MSF Concealer, and I've tried the NARS. That's about it in high-end. I don't really know much about any of the other high-end ones. So now let's move on to powder, which there again I'm limited. This is my favorite, so I just keep going back to it. It is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Medium Plus. This stuff is the best. It never gets cakey. This stuff is just awesome. It's not chalky at all. It's really smooth. It's just nice. I really like it. I just keep going back to it. That is my one and only favorite high-end powder. And then let's do bronzers. Now, I have had this one longer than my other favorite, so I don't know, it might be tied, but my other one that I'm getting ready to show is fairly new, but I am in love with it. But this is my tried and true, this is my trusty bronzer. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's a medium deep, the matte bronzer. This stuff, can you see it? I'm sorry. It is the absolute best. I just love it. Looks like I'm gonna be hitting pan soon, and I'm just gonna get another one. I just know it for sure. This is the best. It doesn't get patchy. Some of them get patchy on my skin, which, see how that goes in so smooth, and it smells like chocolate. Oh, it's awesome. This stuff is the best. I like a deal, I like a bargain, but I like something that's gonna do what it says also. I ended up, I thought it was a dupe. I think I even featured it in one of my videos, in my dupe video that I made. That's called Let's Talk About Dupes. I compared it to this, my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. I compared it to the Milani face powder in medium tan, which is right here. You can see it. I've used it quite a bit since then. And this, to me, at least on my skin, it gets patchy. It does. And my Too Faced bronzer never does. It just, I'll look at it at the end of the day and it looks like it just doesn't look right on my cheeks. It looks spotty. So I'm just featuring that because it won't be in my favorites for drugstore makeup. I mean, it's okay, but it's just, it doesn't compare. Another high-end bronzer that I absolutely love and is fabulous is Benefit Hoola, and I have hit pan on it, but I still have quite a bit to last me. This is right up there with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, but that one is still my favorite. This one is right below it. So, I have to say too, in my I have the Urban Decay Naked Flushed, and the bronzer, this is the original one, and the bronzer in this one is awesome too. It's awesome. It's just, this is great to take for travel because I love every one of them. I love the bronzer, the highlighter, and the blush. It's just, and I think it's good for all skin types. I really do. Unless you're very dark skinned, the bronzer probably wouldn't work. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I said it melts into your skin, and it really does. I have it on today, and I feel like it just blends beautifully. I love it. And I used this bottom one here. Is Havana. That, now I'm done with bronzers. Okay, let's do blush. Like I said, I love the blush in the Naked Flushed. In the original, now I know they've had another one come out, maybe two. My Makeup Geek blushes, I have 5. I love all 5 of them. I consider those high-end because you can't get them at the drugstore, and they're not cheap. So let's see. I have Spellbound, which is probably my favorite. That's the one I've worn the most so far. Hanky Panky. Have Infatuation. And then I have 2 more over here. It is Honeymoon. Just so pretty. And Smitten. These blushes are just phenomenal. They're the best. I love them. And then I also have some MAC blushes, like I said earlier. Here's Melba, which I think anyone can wear Melba. And then Dainty. She's right here. Beautiful. And then Warm Soul. And I've had Warm Soul for so long. I think it was my first MAC blush. Has a good dent in it. Absolutely love it. So those are my favorite. Now, another high-end blush that I have, I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite, but I do like it, and it is the Benefit Coralista. It's right here. It's really pretty. I like that more for the spring and summer, and I still love this blush in the Flushed palette. And it's just so pretty. My very first highlighter was MAC, and I still have it, and it is just, I love it. It's the very best. It is soft and gentle. I hope they never discontinue this because it's just so beautiful. Then my second favorite highlight from MAC is Lightscapade, and I would say it's just, it's not as gold looking, but it just seems more toned down than Soft and Gentle, as you can tell. But it's my second favorite. Now, the banana powder in the Anastasia contour kit is awesome too, right there. And then I love to highlight with this one. That's more for my under eyes, but I love to highlight with that one. I'm very pleased with this contour kit. And speaking of the banana powder for under the eyes, my very favorite, this is good. I mean, I love it. I've said I love it, but before I received that, this was the only one I used high-end. It's the MAC Prep and Prime, the transparent finishing powder for under the eyes. And this stuff is great. It will last me forever. I mean, look how much I still have, and I know I've had this for well over a year and a half. It'll last forever. So that's a really good finishing powder for under the eyes. And okay, now let's talk about eye primers. High end, I do have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the original. It's okay. It does not cover my veins, the bluish, the veiny stuff that I have on my lids. It doesn't cover it. Does its job for the shadow to stick and stay. It has, you know, good staying power, but it does not cover up anything. It doesn't give you a blank canvas to work with, I feel like. The absolute best for that, which I can't even tell you how many of these I have went through, is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot Pro Longwear. I've had Soft Ochre, and the Painterly works best for me. And this just gives you a beautiful blank canvas on your lids. Nothing shows through. It's just perfect, and your eyeshadow will stay on all day long, without question. It's never failed me. So that is my absolute favorite eyelid primer. For eyebrows, I don't fuss over mine too much. I don't have enough. I mean, I don't even pluck mine because there's not a ton there. I just want something to accentuate what is there. And this works best for me. It is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Brow Powder Duo in Soft Brown. Open it for you. And this stuff is fabulous. I love it. I apply it with this little brush that I actually got in a set at Walmart. I use this to apply it, and then I use this to blend it in, and then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. This is my favorite high-end setting brow gel. Benefit Gimme Brow, which is quick and easy, and that's my second favorite high-end. This is the good daily, just get it done with and just throw them on real quick. I really do like this a lot, but my favorite is the Brow Powder Duo, the eyeliner. And I'm limited there also because really the only high-end liner that I have tried too is MAC. Any liner in MAC is fabulous. And I also have the Stila Smudge Stick Waterproof Eyeliner, and this is in the color Damsel. which this is probably my favorite high-end. But like I said, I'm limited in what all I've tried. But as of right now, this is my favorite high-end eyeshadow. Which, how do you pick? I have turned into a high-end eyeshadow palette junkie. Makeup Geek shadows are just so pigmented. There's little fallout. The staying power is awesome. There is not one color that I have tried that I've disliked. I love Makeup Geek. For high end, it's Makeup Geek, MAC, which I do have some MAC. Some of them don't look so pretty, you all. Depotting them was not that easy. I had to redo some of them with alcohol, and some of them didn't work so well. But I have the basics, which are my absolute favorite, which is soft brown, Swiss chocolate, expensive pink, all that glitters, shroom, vanilla, brown script. I just love them. You can't go wrong with MAC shadows either. They're pricey, but we're talking high end. I love my MAC shadows. This is my everyday go-to, quick and easy. Don't have to think about it. Know exactly what I want to do with it. This is my second one, as a matter of fact, and I've already hit pan on several of the colors. This is fabulous. You can, like I said, for every day, but you can also do evening. You can spruce it up and make it a little fancier. But I tell you what, I just don't think the Naked Basics palette gets enough love, because this is awesome for every day. And I also love the Naked Basics 2, which I wore yesterday and really got to playing with it more, and I love it just as well. I love my eyeshadows. I mean, I really cannot, if I had to pick favorite, like I said, it would, for the high-end eyeshadows, it would be the MAC, Makeup Geek, and my Naked Basics palettes, which I also love Naked and Naked 2 and Naked 3. But if we're talking my favorite high-end, right off the cuff, that's what I would say. Mascara. My favorite high-end that I've tried several MACs. None that made me want to repurchase. I have tried the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and honestly, that has to be my favorite high-end mascara, hands down. Now, there are a couple that I haven't tried yet that I do have, like the Makeup Forever Professional Paris Smoky Extravagant. I guess that's what it's called. And Tarte Gifted, which I haven't tried yet. So I may end up with a new favorite after trying those. I don't know. So let's go to lipsticks, and I think we'll be finished here with my favorites. Okay, I have 4 favorite MAC lipsticks. I have a total of, I think I have 8 MAC lipsticks, but these 4 are my favorite. I absolutely love these because I think I can pretty much wear these every day and feel comfortable. I don't feel like I'm going kabam. Okay, my favorite, I would have to say, of all of them, which I don't think this gets nearly enough love. I hardly ever hear about it on YouTube, but it is one of my favorites, and it is MAC, and it's a cream sheen, and it's Fanfare. I love this color. I just think it is so beautiful. You can tell I've worn it down pretty good. And I just love it. I feel like it goes with just about any look. I love it. And then I have Matte Nouvelle Vogue, which is fairly new. It's one of my favorites when I want to go more rosy pinky. And then I have MAC. It's also a cream sheen, Cream de Nude. This one is very popular on YouTube, which I can't get away with it without a gloss, some type of gloss over it. It doesn't look right. It washes me out. But if I use a gloss over it, I love it. Especially after I've had it on for a little bit and it's melted into my skin, my lips. I love it even more. And then the next which is one of my other favorites I never hear anything about. It's a luster, and it is MAC's High Tea. I love this. It's so pretty. I love it. So that's it for MAC. And I would say my next favorite is Makeup Forever. And the lipstick is in, I got it in one of my Sephora points. It's in Rouge. And it's what I have on today. It's this little fella. I think it's so cute. I love it. It's more red than I ever thought I could get away with, but I'm comfortable with this one. I'm not sure why, but I really like that one. And then in lip glosses, my absolute favorite lip glosses are the Urban Decay Naked glosses. I have this one, which is in, it's called Nooner. Let me swatch it for you right here. It's gorgeous. I just love this. And then I have the color Naked, but it's in my purse. So those are my favorite glosses. I have NARS Turkish Delight, and it's not my favorite, so I'm not featuring it. It's just, I don't think it was worth the hype. One more thing that I can think of that I have is a finishing spray, and that is my MAC Fix Plus. I think they have a new bottle out, I think someone said, and I think they call it mineralized now. But it's the same, they said it's the same formula and everything, but I love this stuff. If I feel like I've put on my makeup and maybe it seems a little too cakey, I'll put this on and it just helps bring moisture back and it sets it for the day. I love it. Next video should be my favorite drugstore makeup, and we'll go from there. And then I would like to do another video on high-end brushes, and then not so high-end brushes, my favorites. So thank you again for watching, guys. I really appreciate you stopping by. It means the world to me because I really enjoy, you know, talking to other people about makeup and all that, because I love it. I enjoy it. So this has just become something fun that I like to do, and just thanks for stopping by and hearing me out of what I have to say on what my views and what my opinions are when it comes to the makeup that I love. So thanks so much, guys. See you next time.